Good morning. How are you? It's it's Tuesday. Man, what a week this has been so far. It's been hectic. It's been really, really busy. I actually missed out on a video yesterday as well because I was so busy. And do you know what? I had every intention of doing it, and then I got really focused on the work that I was meant to be doing in that morning, and it just didn't happen. I kind of got to my destination and realized, man, I'm not doing a video. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. But yeah, okay. So what was I gonna talk about today? It's Tuesday. It's a little bit cold. I'm actually out on site with a client in Reading today. So I'm gonna be driving up there a little bit later. Finished at the gym this morning, which was good. I'm struggling a little bit with being tired. I'm at that point in my training program where I'm leaning out, which means I'm in a slight calorie deficit every day, and yeah, that just makes life a little bit harder. You're not quite eating enough to fulfill your dietary requirements and maintain your weight. So that is tiring. But I'm getting as much sleep as I can, drinking a lot of water, keeping my protein levels high. So yeah, hopefully not getting weak, and hopefully not losing much by the way of muscle mass. What I was going to really talk about today, aside from that, and guys, if you want to talk more about fitness and training, shout, let me know, because I'm really, really interested and really passionate about that, and I've got a lot of experience. So I competed at international level in Taekwondo for a number of years. I competed in 2 world championships. So I've got a lot of sports and fitness experience. So really happy to share that with you guys and talk about that in as much detail as you like. But today's subject, really, which I was going to stay pretty brief on, is one that I don't actually have the answers to, and it's around the question of how do you find the right balance between constantly trying to do more and achieve more and be more successful and contentment. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It's something I struggle with. It's something I wrestle with every single day, because like by nature, as an individual, as a character, I'm constantly looking for more, constantly looking for better. I'm never content. I'm endlessly searching. There's a mobile phone manufacturer out in China that make really high-end mobile phones, and they're invading the European and Western markets, and their motto is essentially never settle. And I've got an awful lot of sympathy with that, because that's something I really understand and empathize with, because I don't ever seem to settle either. I'm always looking for something else, which is good from a progress point of view, because it means you're constantly trying to learn, constantly trying to grow, develop, and get better. That where it's bad is that you're never really happy with where you are. So that's a general question to you guys, and I'd love to know what you think about that. How do you guys find contentment while with what you currently have and with your current position, whilst at the same time trying to improve and trying to be better? And the only way that I've really been able to rationalize this in my mind is that it's something of scales, really, and it's all quite relative, because I think one of the greatest ways to be more content and to understand your current position is one of actually being thankful for what you do have. And I think that's one of the biggest challenges when you're constantly looking for more and for something different. It's very, very easy to be ungrateful for the position you currently find yourself in. So I think that being your first context and your first reference point for understanding is to actually say, well, you know, there's loads of things I'd like to be better at. There's loads of things I'd like to do, loads of things I'd like to have that I don't currently have. However, look at all the good things in my life. Look at all the good things that I do have. And I think that's really important, because it's so easy to focus on what you don't have rather than what you do have. And you don't want to use the really flippant, easy example of saying, well, look at the guys, look at the starving children out in Africa. That's almost too cliched. But even if you look around you, I live in a very affluent part of the world. So I live in a wealthy city, probably one of the most expensive cities in the country. And the overall median income has got to be really, really high. But even in this city, there are homeless people, there are people without food, there are people that sleep out on the streets. And there are people that are, you know, are kind of living in just poor conditions. I spent 2 years as a leader in a youth group a while back, and that, you know, that was really eye-opening. You think in this beautiful city that there, you know, there's so much wealth and so much kind of prosperity around, but there's actually quite a lot of poverty as well, and there's children that grow up in really hard, really difficult family situations without much money and without parents that kind of appear on the surface at least to actually care about them. So guys, be grateful for what you have. You know, there's that old saying, which is count your blessings, and you should count your blessings. And you know, we have to always be seeking to improve and always be seeking to be better, individually, personally, professionally, but at the same time, don't become discontent and don't take for granted what you do have. And I'm not saying this to preach to you guys, I'm saying this as much to myself as I am to you, because I know how guilty I am of doing this. I take for granted what I have. I take for granted my family, my relationships, you know, the fact that I'm close to my parents, I'm close to all of my siblings, you know, the fact that I've got a great relationship with my other half, you know, all these things I take for granted. You know, I got a good job, I make good money, I have a nice car, you know, I live in a great place. All those things are so easy to kind of forget about, and you focus on, well, I don't have this and I don't have that, and I wish I had this job and I wish I did that. And I think it's a really important message that I have to keep telling myself. Be thankful for all of the blessings you have in your life. Now, once you are thankful for those, let's look at what else you need to do, and don't lose sight of that. When I say be thankful and count your blessings, I don't mean sit back and become complacent and think, hey, well, you know, here we go, we've landed, we're done, we're sorted. That's not the case. Keep trying to improve, keep trying to grow. And I think one of the best ways to do that, from what I've seen, is to always try and help other people. By helping other people, you actually help yourself. But go out there with the mindset of helping other people succeed and helping other people be successful and prosper in whatever it is they're trying to do. If you can help them be successful, you will become successful in what you do. And I think what that really helps you do is move the focus away from yourself, because it's very easy to become very selfish and focused on me, what about me, what about this, I want that. Whereas if you actually move the focus to one of helping other people out, then the chances are you will achieve more, because you will become successful by helping them. But it also helps you from a standpoint of your own mental discipline and where you think you are and how you view life. Because one of the big things that I think that we struggle with as a society on the whole is selfishness. And I think we're so obsessed with ourselves and having to have everything instantly, and you want the best and the greatest thing straight away. You know, that's why we go out there and, you know, finance 50-inch flat screen TVs, because we want it now. We don't want to work for it, we don't want to save for it, we want instant gratification. And I think that's one of the things that we really need to overturn as a society. If we're going to get back to a kind of a prosperous society of mutual benefit, where we care for each other, where we want to see each other grow and support each other as communities, you have to move away from that me standpoint. So guys, those are just my thoughts for the day. It's not really a concise kind of message that I'm delivering to you guys at the minute. It's more of a reflection of what's going on in my mind at the moment. So I'm eternally kind of searching, and I'm restless, and I'm never satisfied with where I am and what I'm doing. But at the same time, I know I need to be thankful. I know I need to be content with all the blessings that I do have in my life, which are huge, and I have loads of them. So that's really an open question to you guys, and I'd value your input on that. Get in the comments, write something down below, and tell me about times where you've been challenged in this way. Tell me about where, you know, you've constantly been striving for something more, something bigger. Tell me what that is. Explain that to me. I want to understand where you guys are at. And then also tell me, write in the comments what you're thankful for in your life. Tell me about the good stuff, because you need to have that positive outlook in your own life. You need to be focusing on the good things in your life, because that is going to change how you view everything else. Be thankful for what you have and have a positive outlook on your life. So get in the comments, guys. I want to hear about all the good stuff in your life. Write it down there. Let's share some experiences, and I'll see you in the next video.